In this video, we will use common date dimension. But before you can use that, you need to join date column in the date table with the date column in the transaction table. In S1 sales, we have sales 1, which is our transaction table. And here we have time ID date column. I'm going to do a little bit of cheating here because this is sample data. We don't have data all the way to year 2019. To solve that problem, what I've done is I've created order date formula column here. And all I've done is I've taken a maximum date in time ID column, and I have used days between function and using $current date because I want to have date all the way to current, or maybe like 60 days more than that. And I can show you that. So if you go to explore data, and let's go back to table, and from sales 1 table, let's bring in order date, and let's bring in time ID column, which was the default, which was the date transaction column, right? Now if I sort it by time ID here, you can see minimum date here in the sales table is 12/30/2010, and max is min is 1100 and max is 12/30/2010. And this formula column here is 10/12/19. So we have data date all the way till October 12, 2019. And I'm going to use this date as a transaction date for that sales table. And this is just a sample data. It's okay to do that because once I have this, I'll be able to do a lot more scenarios like, okay, what is my revenue current year to date or last year to date and so on. So very useful. So this is the column I'm going to use to join to date table. Let's go back, and this is the date schema I should have access to, and this is based on date_us.csv file which we ship within Corda. All you need to do is just create a new table and make sure that date format is DDYY. This is the date format which we store in the CSV file that we ship within Corda. If it is not this, then you will have issues joining. Now let's go back to this sales schema, and let's create a join. I'm going to join this table and order date column because this is what we are going to use everywhere, and date schema, date table, and let's do join with date and save it. Let's save this. So now we have cross schema join. If you look at this, we have this sales 1 table in S1 sales schema and date table in date schema, and these two are joined using date column. And I always verify my join. Sometime it's good to do that. So when I click on this date, bring in this date column and also bring in order date column from here, it should match. If it's not matching, then there's an issue with your join. It's always good to check before you start developing your dashboard. Cancel this, back to this here, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Make sure you have this set up, and we will start using date dimension now because you get so many different attributes with date dimension. If you look at, you have like 35 different attributes, and say you want to use month or different flavor of month's name and so on, all you can do using date dimension.